It's week 4 of the 2022 season, and we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell. He was as busy as a corner can get last week with 11 tackles. It's the Falcons and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figured to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in the state of Georgia, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to put a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it down?
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The Browns at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them an... Following the penalty, Chum. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's the corner. A.J. Terrell getting up and stopping him for a loss. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback. 2nd and 15. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD. And
we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Hunt is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. There's the stiff arm. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
In 2021, for the first time in his NFL career, Kareem Hunt missed significant time due to injury. He ended up suiting up for only 8 games, putting up 560 total yards and 5 touchdowns. Getting back to full health, he can easily double both of those totals across a full season.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett able to get him for a loss of about 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have a guy who has mobility, bootlegging him out of the pocket is often a big-time call, especially on a 4th down play. Gives him a run-pass option.
Yeah, but it's also gutsy, right, because you're exposing your quarterback quite a bit. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish?
4th down. Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Browns drive about to get started. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. They set up the screen to Chubb. Pushes him over. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! David Bell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie?
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And again it's Chubb. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 37.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel...
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 143 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 20. Now Mariota. Throw left side. There's London. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, Mariota. Throws right back to London, complete again. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Throwing is Mariota. Got a man, it's London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to get this down near the 25. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Bird. Touchdown! Demir Bird. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead's down to 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Well, 207 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
A York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
so for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall back to 5.